much to the supporters of channel member Robert Perring. Well, season 4 starts here. I guess based on getting to the playoffs last year, you'd consider us one of the favourites to be up that end of the league again. It was an eventful transfer window, but I am here. I am under a new long-term contract, and we've got a new 6'4" striker. So we need to win some football matches today against two teams that were big promotion rivals last year. This is a difficult start to the season. Hello and welcome to part 28 of Non-League to Legend. I'm Kevin, coming up on today's episode of our first two games of the new National League season. We're away against Bromley and Woking, two teams that were there or thereabouts last year. Bromley finishing second in the National League last year, and Woking finished 8th, narrowly missing out in the playoffs to us, in fact. So this is going to give us a good idea of where we are. If we come out of these two matches with any points at all, then we're in line for a half-decent season. The media think we're in line for a very decent season, and I've got us third favourites for promotion, which I can't get on board with, mainly because our best player, you have to scroll all the way down here for Sanupe, our new right back. On what basis are we up here? Why are Gillingham and why are Harrogate, who got relegated from League 2, expected to get relegated again? What on earth has gone on at Harrogate for that to happen? Have they gone into administration or something? How are they going to do back? There's no points deduction. I don't understand. It makes no sense, but we're not going to question it too much. What we are going to do is go out there and try and get some points. The board are just looking for us to finish in the top half of the table. I think we can manage that. And this is the team that we're going to try and do it with. Marshall in goal, a back four of Stewart, Keane, Kwanzaa and Sanupe. So a couple of new boys. Jonathan Keane, who was probably the best of our Premier League youngsters that we brought in. He came in from Arsenal. And Tyrese Sanupe, also in from Arsenal, who would also have a claim to be the best of the two that came in. But two of Arsenal's under-18s back four from last year. And we've got another new boy, Michael Canton, also 18, this time from Chelsea, starting at the base of the midfield with the familiar faces of Cisse and Levy ahead of him. And then another new boy, in fact, three new boys up top, Mackenzie Hunt, who comes in from Everton, Modou Fall, who is a 6'4" striker who got 21 goals in the National League North last year, and then Harrison Thompson at 19 joins from Norwich, has never played a game in English football. I hope there's more goals in this 11 than there were in the 11 that we sent into the playoffs at the tail end of last season, when we really were struggling for goals. Our top scorer from last year, Okawankwo, is injured at the moment, so he's not available for the start of the new season. We're definitely one striker short in the squad, whether that is someone we can find to bring in permanently or a loan. It is something we are actively working on. But, you know, Farl and Thompson could make that less of a priority if one or both of them demonstrates that they're capable of bagging a load of goals for us, which is what we really need. We just want, and is it too much to ask? All we want is a 30-goal-a-season striker, ideally two. I don't think that's too much to ask for. And Modou Fall might be that guy because, you know, if we aim at him, if we get these corners aiming at him, if we get the long balls up to him, if we get crosses floated in for him at 6'4", being a big boy at this level can be a huge advantage. He's come very deep here, though, which he's not going to score from the halfway line, probably. Sanupe plays it into Hunt, who gets there ahead of the defender for pace, and Mackenzie Hunt has scored inside 15 minutes of his debut, and this is exactly what we're looking for the start of the new season. Like I say, Bromley finished second in the National League last year. We'll be very disappointed that they didn't get promoted through the playoffs, and hopefully that disappointment will continue to sting at 5 o'clock today when we've come here and thumped them and put down our marker that we mean business this year. Our main striker's not available, and we're still going to come here and beat them. Wouldn't that be a lovely thing? Bromley 0, Peterborough Sports 1. Let's continue to go about our business and do a football. There's Gillingham, one of the clubs I did apply for this summer. We won't talk about the summer where I almost left. When we tell the tale of this story in years to come, we'll never speak of me very nearly leaving and actually applying for jobs. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you should have watched the transfer video. It's the previous one on the channel. I'm sure you can go and find it. But we go in at half time, 1-0 up, which is lovely, lovely stuff. And hopefully we can keep this momentum rolling. I'm a little bit disappointed I've not seen anything from the two strikers yet. Having an attacking midfielder grab a goal is lovely, but doesn't necessarily suggest that we've solved the goal scoring problem, the striker problem that we've had. I'm not really comfortable not having either of them as an advanced forward, but neither of them have really got the pace to be able to do it. We do need Okoronkwo back to play that role, probably with one of these two alongside them. That being said, Flynn Clark can very much do the role as well, so we'll make Flynn Clark an advanced attacking midfielder chap. And for the final change, I think we take off Canton, the debut boy, bring on Hinchy in midfield, and hopefully just ease through to the end of the game with Cisse playing a little bit deeper. Fall is in here, and it's a debut goal for Modou Fall, and I might have to change my plan now. Change the substitutions. Take the other guy off. Leave Fall. I mean, it'll ask me if I want to discard changes. Are they all discarded now? Yes, they are. Right, let's try this again. Clark's going to come on and play on the other side now. The other two changes can go through as they were going to be before. Sanupe's still tired. Canton can still come off. But we'll leave Fall on, and Flynn Clark can play up front with him, because Fall is the one who has grabbed himself a debut goal. And hopefully there'll be another one coming as well, because, 6'4". Kwanzaa also 6'4". They're both on the near post for these corners. I'm very upset we haven't had a corner highlight, because I feel like with those two both lurking, we're going to be very dangerous from set pieces this year. But most importantly, it doesn't matter where the goals come from. The goals came, and we have won 2-0 away from home against one of the best teams in the division on the first day. More of this, and we're heading for the Football League this year, boys and girls. But after that excellent performance on the first day, just the one change for the game against Woking. First choice fullback Morris coming back in, with Stewart dropping out of the side. Nichols is still injured. Okoronkwo's failed a fitness test, still orange injured. So neither of those were available to come back in. So we go with Fall and Thompson up front again, and hope for a second win. If we can pick up 2 wins from these first 2 matches, I'm going to be ever so optimistic about this season, because we're looking good. We haven't, like I said, we've not even got our main man, our striker in the team yet. So as soon as we can partner, I'm guessing Fall and Okoronkwo, based on what we've seen in that first episode. Look how useful he's going to be defending set pieces as well. He's enormous at both ends of the pitch. Believe it or not, when he's defending, he doesn't shrink. This is ideal. And I mean, it was beautiful to see. Big boy. We're going to be a problem at both ends of the field for set pieces this season. That is the plan. I love having a big meaty boy up front. Sanupe has been beaten there, and luckily Kwanzaa is there to scratch it clear. But Sanupe, supposedly the best player at the club now, according to the media, I guess. And whoever decides who the best player is and puts it on the club info page, because he's the key player on there as well. McKnight is probably feeling a little bit hard done by. He gets his transfer to Reading, comes back on loan for the season. He's not even going to get in the team, despite having a value of over £1 million now, supposedly, because we've signed a better right back who would have replaced him anyway. And there is Sanupe, and he can't keep his shot down. Decent hold-up play from Fall. I'm a big Modou Fall fan already. He is, he's 6'4". I'm going to love him. I'm going to love him until he stops scoring. And at the moment, he's scoring, and that's good. Right, Thompson is another one I would like to see goals out of. He's not able to get on the end of that ball forward, but Hunt playing it forward fairly aimlessly, looking for Fall, I think, but it's nowhere near him. The thing is, when we're playing with these two up front, there's not a lot of point in playing that low ball along the floor. Who has got the mohawk haircut? Canton has a mohawk, boys and girls. We might have another cult hero in midfield. I don't know if you can see. If you're watching on a phone, you've got no chance. But he definitely has a mohawk. Number 26, Canton. And unfortunately, he wasn't able to use it to intimidate the Woking player into missing his shot. We do go 1-0 down, but it's almost worth it because we've identified a mohawk, and that makes me very, very happy. Look at this. It's going to take us time to get settled in. We've got new defenders in. Keane is obviously a new boy. Sanupe's a new boy. It's going to take a little bit of time for him to settle in. It shouldn't be as difficult as it was at the start of last year. We've not made as many changes to first team personnel, but that was a little bit sloppy. Morris, though, who was here last year, of course, has the shot from range. That's gone past Fall, and I do wonder if he should maybe be poking that home. I guess not. It was weird to see Morris shooting on his right foot from that far out, because obviously as a left footer, he's a left back, you'd think his instinct would be play the pass or maybe take it wide and look for the cross rather than having a shot from miles out on his weak foot. This is going to be 2-0 here, isn't it? Oh, it's hit the post. They always go in. Well, we've got away with one a little bit there. Let's offer a little bit of encouragement and see if we can't grab an equaliser before half-time. I really want to see attacking corners in action. We've seen the difference the big boy can make defending a corner. I really want to see us take a corner. You'd think in these first couple of matches we'd get to see us do a corner. I want to see us do a corner. Marshall plucks that one out of the sky. Kick it a long way, but not for a goal-scoring opportunity. Kick it in such a manner that leads to a corner, please. Marshall with the ball forward. Thompson, he's just onto it. He's through on goal, and there is the corner. Marshall he listens. That's why he's always going to be in this team, because he listens. And here we have the two big boys are at the far post, Kwanzaa and Foul. Keep an eye on that far post. It's Kwanzaa, and he's fouled the guy, or someone's fouled somebody, and it's a free kick. That wasn't quite the overwhelmingly wonderful experience I was hoping for, but Marshall's got the ball in hand again. Same again, please. That same ball over the top. Let Thompson chase it. He'll either score a goal or we'll win a corner. Either of them are a positive. Neither of them have happened. We're going to go attacking here. We do need an equaliser. We're also going to demand more. And we're starting to look down at the bench, and that's poor timing. I was just making my attacking changes. Cartwheels, eh? Bunch of show-offs. We don't want to see your replay. What we do want to do is get Okoronkwo fit again, because once again, I think we are struggling for not having an advanced forward up front to just stretch the play and be someone to chase the through balls. Although Hunt has burst through this time, similar to what he did in the last match. And Mackenzie Hunt has got 2 in 2, bursting out of attacking midfield. I'm not going to get too overexcited about him, because Flynn Clark did a very similar thing at the start of last season before drifting back to being just another average member of the attack, which is fine. But, you know, I thought for a minute there he's going to be a world superstar. Hunt might be. You never know. I say I'm not going to get too excited. I probably am going to get too excited. Right, let's demand more again and see if we can find a way to drag ourselves back into this match. And that is a brilliant save from Marshall. It was also a very good tackle. I think it was Keane, who looks like Keane wears a hairband, which we've got some good haircuts. I love new gen haircuts. They're fantastic. We've got a hairband and a mohawk just from a couple of these youngsters. Right, Bennett can come on here. And once again, Thompson can come off. Flynn Clark can play as the advanced forward. And then for the third change, we may as well do them all. We'll take Canton off again. And Cisse can drop back again. And Jack Payne can come on in central midfield. The redemption arc is complete for Jack Payne, who was offered a mutual termination on the 1st of July, as I didn't think I was going to have any room for him, any plan for him this year. Here he is on the pitch, second day of the season, been brought on to try and win us the football match. There's Levy in midfield. We've got a little bit of an overload on here if we can find the right pass. Foul trying to play it through to Hunt. And once again, that lack of pace in the attack is problematic. We need Okoronkwo back, and we need him back pronto. Cisse forward to, or looking for Payne, doesn't get anywhere near him. And we could do with a tackle here, please. We don't get the tackle. It's forward onto this right-hand side. It's not dealt with by Sanupe, and someone needs to get a tackle in here. Marshall didn't even seem like he was particularly alert to any of that. But there's the ball forward to Foul, nods it down, and Hunt not able to poke it back through to him. Foul is definitely doing everything I would hope that he would be doing, to the point where I'm tempted to go out and find some wingers and just forget about having a striker alongside him. Okoronkwo can play on the left wing. We'll bring in a right winger and just play a front three and aim everything at Foul, who does seem to be very dominant aerially, because he's not just tall. I know I'm talking about him a lot, but I love him. He's not just tall. He's actually got the decent jumping reach and good heading for this level as well. So he's big, strong, good at heading, and he's actually being fairly dominant aerially all over the pitch at the moment, which if we can just deliver the right balls to him, which is a lot of pressure on the fullbacks at the moment, if we can get those right balls into the box, he will score a lot of goals this year. I am certain of it. Come on, boys. Have we got a winner? There must be a winner in one of us. No? No one's even going to have a go? Right, we've got 45 seconds. Get the ball forward. You've got a giant up there. Kick it at him. Ball over the top. It's Foul chasing. See, this is the wrong kind of ball for Modou Foul. We need to be... We It needs to be crosses. We're playing a diamond. It's not really made for crosses, is it? Unless it's from those fullbacks. And Keane has been caught napping there, and Marshall gets him out of trouble for the second time today. But I think it's not going to matter anyway. We're still going to lose the match. And I would have taken 3 points from these first two matches. I said it would give us an interesting idea of where we stand this season. And I think we probably stand roughly where we stood last year. We're probably a solid top 10 team. And we might end up better than that as the season goes on, depending on the right transfers coming in, the right players staying fit, and a little bit of luck going our way. But we don't look completely out of our depth, which is nice. We also don't look like we're going to run over the league and run away with it, which is less nice. But we'll get some games under our belts now before tomorrow's episode. We won't go too far because hopefully there'll be some players to introduce you to, but probably get to the end of September, sometime around here, and see where we are. If you have enjoyed that, please make sure you leave a nice big thumbs up on there for me. Subscribe to the channel for daily Football Manager videos. And thank you very much for watching.